Hello guys! Analyzing NIO, Tesla, SPY, and more tickers reveals potential market shifts. Anticipating downsides for NIO amid upcoming earnings and market trends. Join me in decoding these dynamics, foreseeing the trajectory of these stocks amidst evolving market scenarios. I want to break down what's happening with NIO, Tesla, SPY, and a few other tickers. Understanding the overall market, how things are shaping up, and what to look for in the future over time. Let's talk about what's going on in the market. Right now, whatever is happening in the market, I just want to say how things are looking. I also want to mention that according to current technicals, there is downside risk in the market. This could also have a significant impact on NIO. You know, many people talk about the relevance of the US market, CPI, and all that. The truth is, I disagree with that. I believe that the overall market affects NIO to some extent at least. I believe that NIO can also be influenced by its own news pieces. But so far, I haven't seen any significant new news for NIO, and currently, the overall market is having a big impact on NIO movement. I think the market could cause some downside for NIO. In a little while, I'll break down why this could happen, as earnings are coming up. We also have some other earnings, like Alibaba, which could affect NIO tomorrow. Apart from that, we have Walmart, Ross, Macy, and a few others. We'll see how Alibaba earnings go and what impact it has on its future. Besides, I want to say that today we had some decent data, but for tomorrow, we have a Fed speaker, Cook and Barr, who are from the Federal Reserve, giving some speeches. We have initial jobless claims an hour before the market opens. And besides that, we have some housing data coming up, which is not a big deal, just mortgage data with 15-year and 30-year mortgage rates. That's about it. Initial jobless claims could be the most significant data point for tomorrow. So the question is, what will happen with NIO? How does NIO look? So far, I haven't seen any new news. We are waiting for earnings, which will come in the next couple of weeks. The volume was 55 million, and the stock price saw a good bounce. We'll see how Alibaba earnings go and what impact it has on the share price. Deutsche Bank is still giving a buy rating for NIO, along with price ratios. This news has given it some strength. Besides, I'm still bullish for December. I am considering NIO, and I believe that towards the end of November, there might be an upward trend in the market, but temporarily, I think there could be some minor fluctuations. I am going to tell you about what impact this could have and how it could affect NIO. So let's move forward, friends, and start with SPY. It is connected to SPX because we have some very similar looking technicals. It's on a 4-hour time frame, and after hours, it's approaching the 449 support. And this seems a bit weak. Besides this, I want to say that today we basically pumped, and we created a stir in the upper Bollinger Band on the daily chart. When we touch the upper Bollinger Band, we usually reject it. This has happened 3 or 4 times before, and it happened again today. We hit the upper Bollinger Band, and now we are rejecting it again. We need a bit of a pullback because we are pumping too fast, and we have a bearish divergence, even if it is not validated in the 4-hour time frame. But it is there in the hourly time frame. We have a significant bearish divergence, a double bearish divergence on the 1-hour time frame, which has developed despite how much we pumped. And on the hourly 30 minutes or 5-minute time frame, whichever you want to use, we have a good head and shoulders pattern that suggests that downside could come soon. So these are all signals providing confluences that we might see some downside. I can change my view if this breaks 452 tomorrow, then we will turn bullish. But so far, we haven't done that. And this could be a pivot, and we might think that this thing is going down to fill this gap. We might see a big move down. I want to warn you about this. For Tesla, we have a bearish divergence on the hourly time frame. Tesla also has a pattern similar to a head and shoulders, and I think Tesla could come back towards the 235 area if we go towards its breakdown, especially on the 30-minute time frame. This could take it towards 238 support and then down to 231. In my opinion, the odds are a bit more towards the downside. So, we are watching it very closely as time progresses. Now, let's move on to IWM, Russell 2000. This also looks a bit bearish with this bearish divergence. I am seeing a path for this pattern to take it towards 175. For Apple, we also have a pattern similar to a head and shoulders that has developed. We have tightly slammed against the resistance at 190, and we still have a bearish divergence developing on the 4-hour time frame, suggesting that Apple is going to correct soon. We also have a head and shoulders. We can see that Apple could lose 187 and go down to 185. I think the downside is certain. Nvidia, which will lead the market, is already selling off. We are facing a significant sell-off. The market is down by 1.55%. However, we were at 500 recently and had to close at 486. It seems to be continuing to decline. In my opinion, this may lead to further sell-offs. Checking the 4-hour time frame, it appears somewhat bearish. We've had a bearish daily close. Looking at the daily charts, it seems a bit more bearish. I think it could go down to 490 and then possibly bounce if it continues to fall. There's a gap here that needs to be filled. There are some gaps, especially on the daily chart. Let's see if the market might experience a bit of a correction. There's a bullish divergence in VIX, indicating that there might be an attempt to bounce in the future. Perhaps it's time for it to try to hold at 414. I still have Nvidia numbers in my mind. It seems to be holding at 14, suggesting it could bounce. So all the technical indicators suggest that there might be downward pressure on NIO. Let's see if NIO can collide with the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. It might go a bit higher to 8.3 and then reject, or it might reject from here and show us a move downwards. I think there might be a test of 7.6, a small sell-off. This is what the 4-hour time frame suggests. I know NIO is trying to balance here, as the technicals suggest. Alibaba earnings could impact NIO movement. If it's bullish, we'll see if it breaks higher and tries to go above 8.5. But I'm leaning towards the possibility of rejection on that path. It may seem like it's going back towards 7.6 due to the overall market sell-off. So that's the direction I'm leaning towards. I think there's a good chance NIO will pump and then drop. It could be a small rejection, a bit of a sell-off, but not too much. On the 30-minute time frame, the 200 EMA is at 7.61, so there's a bit of downside risk if it loses the 50 EMA. Again, guys, I'm watching what's happening so far, and it seems there's a good chance of some downside. Check your levels and do what you need to do. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.